Shalom, Israel. Want to start off, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who teach and rule well at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. I'm going to go in on this lesson. This will be a quick hit. We'll title this The Spiritual Stock Exchange. You know, because you're supposed to be in the spirit of Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, prophesying, preaching this word. These last couple of days, just seeing how Jake maneuver right now in the times, being at work, at the plantation, and just, going into the grocery store or filling up some gas and seeing Jake. Jake is in a party spirit. Jake think everything is funny. Jake is rebellious. Jake want to talk about what they going to do on the 4th of July and, the summer and the spring coming up. We're in a time of war. This is spiritual war right now. I'm going to dive right into the scriptures right now. But this is the spiritual stock exchange, man. And this is Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI's Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI talking to the disciples. After the crucifixion, after they murdered him, and then he came back and rose back up. Call Allah Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. This is what Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI told the disciples the last time he was here. And this is the spirit that you need to be in. He didn't say do no rap videos. He didn't say have no sex on the Passover. He didn't say throw no stripper parties on the Passover Sakari. Butt naked girls shaking everywhere. Packing guns and showing your guns and high sighting and trying to drive a Mercedes Benz. The Lord didn't say none of that. Smoking weed and, all these holidays. The Lord didn't say that. Call Allah Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. This is the spirit of Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. This is what Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. These are his words, what he said when they murdered him, and then he rose back up, and then he told the disciples what to do before he left. Let's go to John 21. And 15, and it reads, so when they had dined, Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI said to Simon, Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He said unto him, Yea, Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, thou knowest that I love thee. You see that? Simon and Peter telling you, I love you, Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. I love you. He said unto him, Yea, Lord, knowest thou I love thee? He said unto him, feed my lambs. That's it. That's what Yahweh BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI told Simon and Peter and the disciples. Feed my lamb. 16. He said unto him again the second time. This is the second time he's going to repeat this. He makes this completely clear. Like I said, he didn't say do no rap videos. He didn't say establish, some type of, land and try to build Israel to, right here in Babylon and try to, trying to live it up here. He didn't say none of that. Try to get the top job and go to college and, prepare right here in America. The Lord didn't say that. He said, feed my lamb. This is what he said. We'll go to 16. He said unto him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? If you love me, this is the Lord telling Simon and Peter and the disciples, if you love me. He said unto him, yea, the Lord knowest thou I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. 17, that's the second time. 17, he said unto him the third time. This is the third time YAHAWAHSHI is going to tell them, man. He said unto them the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? You love me? Feed my sheep. Preach this word. Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, YAHAWAHSHI knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. YAHAWAHSHI said unto him, feed my sheep. Call Allah YAHAWAHSHI. And this is what it all boils down to, man. This is what you're supposed to be doing. If you're a man, a so-called Negro, Latino, a Native American Indian, if you are a man, this is what you're supposed to do. The whole duty of man is to fear God and to keep his commandments. The Lord said, feed his sheep. That's how you're going to get saved, man. Through faith and works. Matthew 25 and 14. This is why I titled it the spiritual stock exchange. Matthew 25 and 14. All these trying to chase women and chase the bag. All this old bugged out, I'm driving a Mercedes Benz and trying to sell your merchandise. None of that. The Lord said, take no care for where you lay your head or how you make your money, roughly paraphrasing. Take no care about that. Don't worry about that. The Lord is a man of no reputation. Jake just don't care about nothing, man. This is an order YAHAWAHSHI commanded. Feed my sheep. Preach this word. That's it. Fear me and preach my word. The Lord didn't say nothing else. Matthew 25 and 14. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man travailing into a far country. And who is that man? Salakia. For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country. Who is that man traveling into a far country? YAHAWAHSHI. Who called his own servants and delivered unto them his goods. And what's these goods? This word, this doctrine. There's one doctrine. That's it. That's it. There's one doctrine, and it's right here in this book. You got so many other people, you got Jake these pastors and that's working for Esau, that's trying to add on and take away from the scriptures. That's not what the Lord said to do. And then you also have the other nations that's thinking that they can go inside this book, and then they've just made it a complete mess. It's a mess, mass confusion with this book. Celebrating holidays. The Lord's dealing with one nation, and that's the 12 lost tribes of Israel. The nation of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. He's not dealing with nobody else, man, outside that nation. And he makes that clear. 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1, to every man according to his several ability, and straightway took his journey. And what are those talents? Those talents are, some you got apostles, you got elders, you have the prophets, some men, their talent is, speaking in different the tongues, or setting up the different media, and how to organize that. You got just different talents. What did the Lord bless you in as far as your talent? The Lord said, just feed my sheep. Take your talent that I gave you and somehow feed my sheep. When you feed the sheep, that's your stock, that's your exchange, your investment. And you build off that. Call Allah Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. Take your talent and triple it, quadruple it. The Lord is saying, feed my sheep. 16. Then he that receiveth the 5 talents went and traded with, you see that? Traded the same and made them other 5 talents. You see that? Taking your talents and trading it in and just doubling up, tripling up on your talents, on what the Lord blessed you in. 17. And likewise, he that had receiveth 2, he also gained other 2. 18. But he that receiveth 1 went and diggeth. Salakia. 18. Matthew 25:18. But he that had received 1 went and digged in the earth, and hid Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI's money. You see that? This is a wicked man. And you got a lot of these jakes. They learn this truth, and then they learn the secrets, they learn the truth of Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, and what do? They try to keep it for themselves, and then they go back into the world. You're hiding Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI's money that he gave to you. And what is the money? This knowledge that he's given to you. You go out and invest into who? The people. The church is not a building. The church is the people. Israel. That's the church. Call Allah Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And what does Jake do? These pastors like TD Snakes and Creflo Creepy Dollar. You know what I'm saying? They take their money, and then they go in and they do the will. They hide their talents, man. 19. After a long time, Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI of those servants cometh and reckoneth with them. You see that? After a long time. So your time, all these pastors, ultimately to Jake, these pastors that's been sold out, the Lord's going to deal with you. He's going to visit you in the worst way. Your time is coming. 20. And so he that had received his 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, YAHAWAHSHI, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. See that? 21. His Lord unto him, well done. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy power, YAHAWAHSHI. And that's what's coming. You know, being faithful and diligent over a few things. You know, doing the work of the Lord, celebrating the holy days, doing thus said the Lord. You know, and continually and just tarrying until he comes back. You know, doing thus said the Lord, keeping his commandments and tarrying and being patient. You know, the Lord's going to make you a ruler over the whole universe, you know. But like I said earlier, faith and works, you know, faith without works is dead. And you have to have patience. A lot of jakes that came into this word, they didn't learn, and then they went right back out. You know, they didn't turn in their money, and that's it. And they gonna pay for that. 21. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy power, YAHAWAHSHI. 22. He also had received 2 talents, came and said, YAHAWAHSHI, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I have gained 2 other talents beside them. You see that? It's just doubling up your talents, your business. 23. His Lord said unto him, well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of YAHAWAHSHI. The Lord is giving you this word. You know, you take this word and you go preach to the people, you know, and that's your investment, man. You know, you get one sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, 4 sheep. You know, that you're supposed to go preach this word into Israel, man, and make them turn back from what they're doing. And that's your investment. And YAHAWAHSHI sees that. But Jake don't want to hear that. Jake want to chase the bag of Esau and then go, you know, triple and quadruple up on, you know, a clothing business and, you know, a shoe business and, you know, a restaurant. You know, all that's gonna perish, man. So we're gonna hop down due to time consume, and we'll go to 26. Matthew 25:26. His power, YAHAWAHSHI, and Salakia. We'll go 23. We'll finish it off. 24. Then he which hath received the 1 talent came and said, YAHAWAHSHI, I know thee that thou art an hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. 25. And I was afraid. You see that? And that goes back to Jake. A lot of you Jakes out here, man. You 2/3. You claim that you believe in the Lord and want to seek the Lord, and especially you men. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. You claim that you believe in the Lord. You claim that you believe in the Lord, but you don't want to do the work of the Lord. And that's what he's talking about. I'm afraid to look like a fool of the Lord. But the Lord told you, those who deny me, I will deny you before my Father. You want to be remembered in this time of Jacob's trouble, because this Jacob's trouble is coming upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. This Jacob's trouble is death coming. Death. Death. Horrible death. You got a family, the he ain't gonna have no mercy, man, because you rejected him. You don't want to hear this word, and you don't want to do thus said the Lord. You can't come out your wickedness. What do you think the Lord told you, man? The first woe passed, the second woe passed, the third woe come quickly. There's a third world war on the way. We've already had World War I. We've already had World War II. This is World War III that we're coming into. And ultimately, the Lord's going to preserve you for those ICBM missiles that's coming. You know what I mean? You could think he put the spirit on you to think it's all good. And then all the way to the end on that day, them ICBM missiles is coming. And they're going to melt you like some hot chocolate. Call halal Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. He said he was afraid, and I was afraid, and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. 26. Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI answered and said unto him, thou wicked and slothful servant. You know this word and you're hiding it. The Lord is calling you a slothful and wicked servant. Lazy. Thou knowest that I reap where I sowed not, and gather where I have not strawed. 27. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchanger, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. You know what I mean? You see that? The money that I gave you, you're going to try to use against me after the money I gave you? Are you serious? That's Jake. Jake do some old backdoor type stuff, man. 28. Take therefore the talent from him. The Lord's going to take that talent. And that's what he's done with you Jakes that's done learned this word and came into the word and then went right back out there into being unholy. He's took that from you. He done took it from you. Take therefore the talent from him and give it unto him which hath 10 talents. 29. For unto every one that shall be given, and he shall give up and shall have abundance. But from him that hath not shall be taken away even that which he hath. 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servants into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Call halal Yahawah BASHAM YAHAWAHSHI. And that's what's coming. You're supposed to fear the Lord and keep his commandments and preach this word. You know what I mean? The Lord didn't gave you this word. You go out there and preach it, man. But Jake don't want to look like a fool. You take this word and you go gather, you feed the Lord's sheep. And that's your investment. Because the Lord sees that. You gather 1 sheep, 2 sheep, 3 sheep, and build on your talents. You have, starting with the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And the prophets on down, that's building on their talent. They've I was listening to Apostle Rakah, and he was saying out there with the Dallas camp, how It started way back, you know, when YouTube first started. And even before that, they were, you know, the Apostle Tahar was carrying the camera around. And then when YouTube came around, and then he ended up putting it on there. And then look what it's then built. Look at the investment that Apostle Tahar and even before the Abba Bivens, Abba Salakia, Abba Bivens, Elder Abba Bivens, Salakia, and the apostles and high priest Ariah, and you know, before him, Salakia. If I'm with the name Salakia, I'm trying to give honor and diligence to them. You know, they've invested their investment. And then you have a Ramlad and Gabar and all and Rakah all the way down, and the elders all the way down. You know, they've gathered the sheep. They've fed the sheep, and they continue to keep doing it. There's no time limit to this, man. You know, one of these knuckleheads out here saying, you know, to retire after doing it 20 years. There ain't no retirement plan, man. You do this to the end, till it's time for YAHAWAHSHI to call you out and to go into the spiritual room. Until then, do thus said the Lord and feed his sheep. Those are his words. He didn't say do anything else. Call halal YAHAWAHSHI. So the spirit hopped on me. I wanted to go in on that. Hopefully you were edified. I don't want Ratazah come back with another lesson, but I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, BASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BASHAM, Rakah Kwadash. Shalom, Israel.